What's going on, everyone? Mitesh here with MTech, and today I want to talk about what's on my Pixel 2 and specifically going over 5 apps that I use every single day. So let's get started. Alright, so let's start off by talking about the apps that I use. So I have them all listed right here, and the first one up is PocketCast. So if you guys don't know this about me already, I love podcasts. I listen to podcasts I listen to 6 or 7 podcasts a day. So PocketCast is probably my number one app that I use on my phone anyways, and yeah, it's the best podcast app that is available on Android and probably on iOS as well. But yeah, so when you get inside, you get your podcast view or new releases, whatever you have it on, and you can see it's nice and colorful, and you get all your podcasts listed there. And it's got some really nice features. So when you're listening to a podcast, you can change the playback speed, so you can go all the way from half speed. So if it's like a really fast podcast, I guess people are talking really fast, you can slow it down to half. You can also take it up to 3 times the speed. So it's pretty cool. I normally just keep it at 1.2 just because I like people talking a little bit faster than normal. But yeah, so it has another couple options. Trim silences. So if you're listening to a podcast with a lot of silences, not a very professionally made podcast, then that's great for that. It's also got volume booster, which is great for if your podcast is too quiet. And yeah, so all those things. It's got a nice snooze feature, so if you want to listen to it while in bed, while you're going to sleep, you can do that. And you can of course cast it to any audio Google Chromecast enabled device. Other than that, you get lots of different settings. So one cool one in settings is the stats, and there you can see your stats since you've used the app. So I've been using PocketCast since August 2015, and 50 days, guys. 50 days worth of podcasts is what I've listened to. I've skipped up to a day and 6 hours. Another thing I forgot to mention was that skipping. So you can actually set how far you skip. So you can see it right now, it's skip back 15 seconds, skip 34, 30 for me, but you can actually set that inside the app and choose whatever you want to. But yeah, when it comes to podcasts, this is the best podcast app available. Man, I can't say that. But yeah, so that's my number one is PocketCast. And number 2, we have a completely different type of app. It's Slickdeals. So if you guys aren't familiar with Slickdeals is a website. It's a community-based website where you find deals. So people will post deals that they find online, and people will upvote them or downvote them. And whichever are the best deals, they'll rise all the way to the top. And if you guys are interested, you can of course buy them. But yeah, it's a great way to find deals. So if you ever see any of my videos and you see a product you like, I would honestly tell you to go to Slickdeals, set a deal alert for it. So that's a cool feature. So you can set up a deal alert. So you can see I have one for a laptop. I think I just made this recently. And yeah, so you can change your keywords. So say you're looking for a specific laptop. Say you're looking for an Apple laptop. Say you're looking for a MacBook Pro specifically. You can just put that in. And now once it hits the front page, so you can also set the rating. So if you want a deal that's popular, you can wait till that. And you can also set how it's done. So yeah, it's great if you're looking for deals. And you can already see on this, there's a ton of great deals. So if you guys need an Amazon Basic Playstand, $5.45. It's a great price. So yeah, it's awesome. Ooh, there's a Funko Pop. Oh, it's another Wonder Woman Hippolyta. Anyways, I have too many Funko Pops right now as it is. But yeah, so Slickdeals is a great service. They have a website. I'll have all the links to all the app down below and to the website also. But yeah, awesome app. So definitely go check that one out. Next up is a photo editing app, Snapseed. Now, Snapseed should be familiar with most people because they got bought by Google, and Snapseed is probably one of the most powerful photo editors. And it's not like Photoshop where you're trying to cut stuff out and then do different things with layers. Instead, it's a much simpler version of editing photos. So let me go ahead and pull up a photo and show you guys. So I will do it with, I'll just do it with my photo here. This is a preview of actually something else that's happening later. Yeah, so you can see at the beginning you have all these filters that you can put on, so they can, if you want to make it look different, you can just apply a filter if you just want a filter. And these usually are a little bit better than normal. But if you just go to tools, you can see all the different kinds of tools you have. You can tune the image, you can of course change the color and all that stuff. You can change details, curves, white balance, crop, rotate. You can shift the perspective, so that's really cool. So you can actually move it down like that so it changes perspective on you, and which, you know, it's kind of crazy that an app on a phone can do this. And then expand. So I don't know if you guys have ever used expand. Expand is the opposite of cropping. So it'll actually take the picture you have and using just guesswork and AI and whatever, it'll try to fill in the rest if you want to expand it out. So it's not going to do a great job with a picture like this, but you can see it's actually not that bad. You can see my finger got a little copied at the bottom here, but it's good enough. And then it has a couple other things, so you can do HDR, of course, and all that stuff. And yeah, honestly, this is what I use to make a lot of my thumbnails even. So you can just apply text on top of it, and you can see these badges and whatnot. Just double tap to test, and you can change the colors and all that. It's really kind of a cool thing. So yeah, if you guys didn't know about Snapseed, you should definitely check it out. Snapseed is awesome. At number 4, we have a game. So the game that I've been addicted to for like the last month and a half is Slidey. So then you can see I'm already in the middle of a game. So Slidey is a very simple game where you're just trying to, let me go ahead and show you guys how it works. Oops. Let me go ahead and drop it in. So you're just trying to make rows of these blocks, and once you make a row, it'll disappear. And it's very simple, but it's actually pretty deep. Like the way you start doing it, you'll start thinking about things differently. You'll think about moving blocks underneath it and whatnot. Sorry, I'm just gonna play for a little bit if you guys don't mind. But yeah, so Slidey is a super fun game. It's a great way to kill time. It's completely free. There are in-app purchases, but I've never bought anything, so I don't think you'll have to either. So, oh, and forgot to mention, actually, all of these apps are free except for PocketCast. I believe that one is $2.99 on the Play Store. Don't quote me on that. I think it's $2.99. It could be $3.99. I'll have the price listed here if I'm wrong. And then, yeah, so great game. Definitely check it out. Last one is Keep. So, Google Keep. It's built into almost every Android phone, but I don't think enough people use it. So I use Google Keep basically every day to make notes for myself. So I use it for notes for my videos. I have a list of video ideas that I'm doing. I have like just notes that I need to keep myself. One thing I really like about this app is the fact that it also has a Chrome extension, so you can install, or the Chrome app, so you can install the Chrome app on any desktop device you have, and you can just put in notes. So sometimes I need to copy stuff from my desktop and put it into my phone, and the easiest way to do it is just to copy the text, put it into Keep, open up Keep on my phone, and then copy the text and put it into something else. Like, it's a bit of a hassle, but it works really well. So yeah, I make to-do lists and all that stuff, and yeah, I'm just constantly using it, especially to just quickly write down notes. It's so easy to do, and it just gets saved. Like, you don't even have to worry about it. You just type in a note. You don't have to worry about hitting save or anything like that. It's just automatically saved, and you can archive. And really, well, one of the coolest things is you can actually share a note with someone too. So if let's see, I have a grocery list here, and I shared this with my wife. So whenever either of us think of something to add, we just add it to the list, and both of us can see it. So that's the shopping list, and then yeah, like things to do, house stuff. Yeah, basically great app that you guys should definitely start using if you're not already. Alright, so there you guys have it. Those are my 5 apps that I use every single day that I think more people should know about / use, especially since most of them are free. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this one. If you guys liked it, go ahead and hit that like button and get subscribed so you guys don't miss my next video. And let me leave a comment down below letting me know about what apps you guys are using that you think other people don't know about. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!